everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary, and today I decided to show you guys my foundation collection that I currently have. I typically buy foundations in the winter time, so when summertime comes around, as you can see from any of my videos, a lot of times the foundation is too light because, of course, in the summertime, your girl gets a tan. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go through my foundation collection, but do something different. I want to swatch them on my face to determine, okay, well, which ones would be okay for the summertime and which ones are definitely need to be put back and not used until, you know, winter, if you get what I'm saying. But before I get started, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure that your notification bell is turned on. So hit that notification bell. So this is going to be something very quick, and I hope it's very interesting because you will definitely see shades and you'll be like, girl, this is definitely too light. But I guarantee in the wintertime, it works perfectly for me. Or I know how to finesse it with other products. So, you know, one thing about when it comes to matching me with foundation, I am lighter around here, darker around here, have hyperpigmentation around my mouth. So trying to match my chest or my neck and all that, it's an art. It's an art that I haven't mastered, and it's okay because makeup doesn't have to be perfect. And as long as I'm not looking like a ghost, you know, I'm good. I do what I can do. So I have approximately 15 foundations. I have one that is like a skin tint, which is the Fenty one. But yeah, other than that, they're all foundations. I'm not gonna, majority of them are all high-end foundations. I don't have any drugstore foundations because the ones that I normally get from drugstore, they just don't work for me. I don't like them, so it is what it is. So I'm going to swatch on this side. I'm going to zoom in and swatch on this side, which will be better for you to see. So I think I'm going to start off with more recent purchases. So I have two of the HD Makeup Forever Ultra HD, and then I have the HD Skin. I will link that video where I compared both of these somewhere, so you can check that out. It's very interesting. So since this is the most recent launch, I'm going to swatch this one. So as you can see, it is light, and I did purchase it during the winter time, so I probably can, let me zoom in some more. So I probably can either still use this or go down a shade. But to me, it's not a bad match. On camera, it may look too light, but then when I'm looking in the mirror and using natural light, it's an okay match. I definitely could go down or up a shade. I can get a darker shade, is what I'm saying. So I'm going to do the Ultra HD. Both of these are in shade Y 415. So I feel like it's a cool match. It's not perfect, but when I put on other products, it all blends in, and I definitely, what do you think? I think it's a cool match. It has been my shade for many, many years. I've been able to finesse it. So can you even see it? When I'm looking in the mirror, it just looks like it blends into my skin. Next, I'm going to use the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This is in shade 4W. So this is more warm, but it comes off neutral to me. No, it's definitely warm. It's warm tone, and I am a neutral girl, but it still wears good on me. This one here definitely blends well into my skin. I'm looking in a mirror. I'm looking at a mirror right here. So you see how light this is compared to this side. And that's because I have a serious tan. So again, majority of these are my winter shade. And I really just don't want to come off any coins buying new foundation when I have all of these, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, next up is the Too Faced Born This Way in Warm Sand. One of my favorite foundations. Oh, I really have y'all close up. Sorry. Now this one here is definitely a golden tone. So as you can see, it is an okay match for me. Looking in the mirror, it actually looks more like my skin tone than the other ones, as far as it not being so light on me. Okay, I'm gonna pick up some paste and do the NARS Soft Matte in Syracuse. This is medium deep. And I'm gonna show the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. It's also in Syracuse medium deep 1. So you can see them side by side. And as you can see, the light reflecting one they're kind of like the same color, but this one is lighter. So I actually can, since it's summertime, I can get Tahoe, which is medium deep too, and it'll work perfect for me. Moving along is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is Spice Sand 4 and 2. Let me try to put some like my dark spots and blend. So again, it is looking light, but it's definitely my winter shade. Here's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation 355 in, and I can guarantee and tell you that this is mostly for winter. I can just look at the bottle and be like, girl. I typically mix this with the Naked foundation. This one here is very, very yellow, even though it's supposed to be neutral. If you get what you see how yellow this is? It's not neutral. So I'm going to apply the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation from Urban Decay. This is in 60 in. I really feel like I can get 61 in. You see how light this is? So, and this is supposed to be neutral as well. This is definitely too light, and that's why I tend to mix it with something else. Like I can mix this with the Charlotte Tilbury foundation if I wanted to, since that one is definitely way off from my skin tone. Next up is the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. I don't even think you can get this anymore. This is in N70. And I also have their luminous one is in N70 as well. So even though it's supposed to be neutral, it looks kind of yellowish. So I'm assuming it has a yellow undertone to it, even though it's neutral, which is, it's cool with me, but, you know, no issues. But you see what it looks like on my skin. As you can see, when I'm looking in the mirror, it blends right into my skin. So this could possibly be a summer shade. I'm gonna put that to the side. So next up is the Lancome Tinty Idol Ultra Wear Sunscreen Foundation. This is in 420 Bisque Neutral. And I gotta hurry up and use this. This says expired. So this is what it looks like on my skin. We're almost finished. We're almost finished. This one's not my shade. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in Tan Neutral. This is Tan Neutral. But I have to mix these two together. And it makes my perfect shade. But you'll see. On camera, it doesn't, well, yeah. You see how golden and warm this is, but this is supposed to be neutral. Now I purchased 9W. It was too light. I purchased 9N. It was just, this foundation is just hard to match for me. So I have to pair it with another foundation because it's expensive. And I'm gonna get my money's worth. I'm gonna use this foundation. You see how my face is looking orange when I'm looking in a mirror. You can kind of see that right here. It's just not what's up. So if I use this, which I've used before in videos, mixing them, it comes out perfect. So sometimes you have to finesse the game, but I don't always want to do that. I don't always want to mix two foundations. So I'm going to quickly show the Fenty Skin Tint. I've used this multiple times on my video. This is 13. I've had 11, I've had 12, but they were just too light in my opinion. Perfect shade, perfect shade. I typically wore this a lot in the fall. So I probably can go up to a 14 or 15 depending on if it has a neutral undertone. So I have 3 left and they're all from Huda Beauty. 2 of them are the same shades and 1 is not. Now I have Macchiato 400G. G is supposed to be for golden. And then I have Brown Sugar 410G. Now you will see Macchiato is too light regardless. But I spent my money on these, so I just been finessing them with other products. As you can tell, that is the norm for me trying to finesse, because this stuff isn't cheap. I know I've said that more than once, it's not cheap. So I have the original Faux Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation, and I want to show you how they look a little different from each other. You see how light this is, but her foundation does oxidize. So that's another reason why I got Macchiato 400. And then, so this is Macchiato 400 in her new Luminous Matte. So this one here is a little bit more darker and more yellow toned. And I'm gonna leave them on this side to see if they oxidize like how they normally do. And then the very last one to show is Brown Sugar 410G. This is the original foundation. I didn't purchase the other one. It looks light on camera too, but like I said, it oxidizes. So it's been maybe two or 3 minutes. This one has slightly gotten darker. This one hasn't. And then this one here, as you can see, the way I'm looking in the camera is still slightly light, but it's workable. So that's why I tend to wear the 410 more than the other ones. And I honestly need to just throw the other ones away because I'm just wasting my time keeping in space, keeping those foundations. So out of all of the foundations that I have tried, there's actually, oh, I forgot to try the put on the NYX in the beauty blender, but I've showed them in other videos and I'm sorry, I don't feel like swatching no more. Please forgive me. My face is screaming like, girl, no more scrubbing. But anyways, I feel like these 3 will definitely do well in the summer for me. And that is the Warm Sand Too Faced Born This Way. Well, actually 4. I feel like 4. And then the Cover FX Power Play in N70. Of course, the Fenty Skin Tint. This will do. And then last but not least is the Huda Beauty in Brown Sugar 410. So yeah, this is my entire foundation collection. I kind of feel like I don't really need to buy any more foundation because it's hot anyway. I don't really wear a lot of foundation or a lot of makeup in this heat. I'm from Houston. I live in Houston. The humidity is utterly ridiculous. So wearing makeup is pointless because I'm going to be sweating. So those 3 or 4 foundations will work perfectly fine for me. And when it starts to get a little cooler, I can bust out my other products. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below. Make sure your notification bell is turned on. And as always, thank you for watching.